Hey kids, did your music teacher ever nag you about playing legato? What is that? Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to play legato. This is a lesson for beginners or those new to guitar, and it's sort of challenging because it's conceptually maybe challenging and maybe technically challenging, especially on the guitar, because legato involves connecting two hands. So we were just talking, my friend and I, a minute ago, about how what legato is the connection between two notes. Legato really means tied together so that we don't have any gap between the notes. And so if this is the first note and this is the second note, you want the end of the first note to end just as the second note begins. And what people do, the mistake that people often make is that they speed up and then the gap just moves and maybe gets a little bit smaller. But in order to pay attention to legato, what you need to do is just go very slowly so that you can pay attention to this point right here, the point between the notes. Okay? So I'm just taking a very simple C major scale. Now let me back up so you can see both hands for a second. And I'm going to use, on the right hand, I'm going to use a technique that I like to teach because it teaches great proprioception for the right hand. It helps you learn where your hand is in space, where the strings are, which is that I'm using rest strokes. So every time I play a string, I'm playing the string and I'm falling through to the next string. All down picking rest strokes. Like that. And then with the left hand, I'm playing a C major scale. So, I'm using all of my fingers on the A string at the 3rd fret, opens 4th string, 2nd fret of the 4th string. Did I say 4th string before? 5th string, open 4th string, 2nd fret of the 4th, 3rd, all my fingers, 3rd fret, 4th string, open 3rd string, 1st and 2nd finger, open 2nd string, 1st fret of the 2nd string. Now, one thing you want to notice about the fingering, let me bring it a little closer there. One thing you want to notice about the fingering, particularly on the descending part of the scale, as we go down pitch-wise but up towards the ceiling, one of the most confusing things about guitar playing, is that good descending technique is to place all of the fingers you're going to utilize. I'm just putting them all on the string to give them a job. This finger's not really pressing, and this finger's, it's sort of pressing. These two are helping each other out because they like to hang out together. The 3rd and 4th fingers, they're really close friends and buddies, and they do a lot of stuff together. And this is a good way to start to keep this 4th finger from getting in trouble. Because as I like to say, unemployed musicians get nervous. So we employ all of them as often as we can. Okay, so like that. So now you see I've got these musicians employed. And what it helps us with is the legato, because then as we descend down the string, we only have to release. We don't have to release and put another finger down. It's bigger and more inefficient action. So we can just make this a little more efficient. And then all you have to do, now that you've got your finger placement and your preparation and your rest strokes, is slow down and go ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. With both hands. Ready, set, go. 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 And pretty soon you've got the coordination together between both hands, and you're playing legato, and you can play more interesting things than scales. As a great teacher of mine, Larry Schnitzler, once said, technique, it's boring to practice, but it's great to have when you want to play a song. Okay, if you're on time and you're in tune, you're okay. Have fun.